What is up, Aries, to my Arians? Happy birthday, and also new moon, which is in Aries. As of around now, we should be making that transition. So, all eyes on you, Aries. Kind of. I mean, you wouldn't mind if they were, would you? Anyways, getting right into it with your reading for the month of April. And get started by pulling you guys a Mystical Shaman Oracle card to get the overall energy for Arians right now. For Aries, insight, guidance, advice on this energy for Aries. Be like water, my friend. Some of you guys could just need to be drinking some more water. My mother is an Aries sun sign. She's always like, water, water, water. Drink more water. Did you drink your water today? So I feel like a lot of you guys are practicing going, with the flow outside of all the water jokes. H2O, Sorry, I'm a big fan of water. Kind of want to go to school for environmental science so we can have better air, water, better humanity in future. Anyway, let's get right into it with the tarot. That could be something that you're interested in, Aries, or the field that you work in. Insight, guidance, advice for Aries, the month of April. Insight, guidance, advice. Outside of that, do know when I read, it can correlate to the way we do things over here in the West or Vedic over in the East. Eight of Domhan. Yeah, I feel like you're leaving, it's kind of like if you're a boss, when you clock in, leave the shit at the door. I feel like you finally learn how to just leave some things alone, leave the shit at the door. Being comfortable telling people that they need to do that. It's like, you don't want to deal with problems that aren't yours. The beloved. You also could be wishing that a partner would just do that. So feel like a heavy on losing a partner because of a move. Like the symbols around the door are really standing out to me more than they usually do. So I feel like sometimes a home is protected. Certain connections are protected, maybe between a mother and a child. A very nature-loving child. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. Six of U's. A lot of coming together and moving forward in history here. I feel like ancestors are proud. Things are falling together. People aren't falling in line, but things are falling together. People are falling in love. Taking that leap, pairing up. Four of Domhan. You could see this happening for a lot of people, and if you're single, wondering why it's not happening to you, why is there continuous obstacles on the way to your happiness? I mean, there's obstacles on the way to everyone's happiness. That's part of learning what does and doesn't make you happy. So the real question is, have you learned what has and hasn't made you happy in past relationships? Eri of Domhan. I call this my player card. or just player energy. I mean, someone could give off player vibes and not actually be a player, but I mean, you attract what you put out there. So it's like if you're putting off player vibes, you can attract players even if you're in a relationship. People don't know exactly what your boundaries are at that point because they're reading you wrong. An Air of Time. This definitely feels like a relationship. King and Queen of Fire. I feel like there's still a strong relationship between two people. There's just some distance and some hurdles to get through. Maybe about a 8. Could have just been like a false observation someone made, or a rumor, or even like a setup. It's more than just a move. 8 of Dome. 8 of Dome. 8 of Dome. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of years, a lot of work put in, and a lot of obstacles in a relationship. Or it's been that way since a relationship, especially if you did put in a lot of years into a relationship and then it's over. You have to almost like relearn how to do everything for yourself all over again. The Beloved. It's the Beloved here. The Beloved. 10 of Wands. And I definitely could, like a family, kids kind of could have put a strain on the relationship, or tried to. Which, I mean, step parenting and all that, like, let's be real, not all kids are very nice to step parents, and not step parents are very nice to kids. It can cause unseen dynamics and chaos in relationships. 6 of UCs. Especially when one of the kids like wants mommy and daddy to get back together. I've never really been like that. I've only actually known like one of my step siblings to be like that, but I mean, in most case scenarios, that's never gonna happen. But you know, they could try to. There could have been that conflict in the household when the kids were young. Like, you know, all or one of the kids could have been wanting to sabotage a relationship for hopes that daddy and mommy would get back together, and mommy or daddy would get back together, or mommy and mommy, or daddy and daddy. But this is all in the past. So, you're moving forward from that. And loving yourself, like even if that relationship is dead and gone, I feel like maybe you're still friends. 4 of Dome. King of Cups. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I feel like maybe some of the kids stayed in the house too long, try to be another king, and like having 2 kings in the same castle, or 2 queens, like 2 relationships underneath the same house. I mean, I feel there's hope here, but that there's just something got said, or some illusion got created, some outside type thing to create some roadblocks between you and a person, or progressing, or in general. 8 of Dome. 8 of Dome. I mean, there's the partying and the clubbing and the drinking. Someone likes that. That's fun. That could have been how y'all met. An Air of Time. An Air of Time. Needle of Time, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups, 11, 13, 4. Nah. Yeah, I feel like there was, I almost want to say like a child that's a grown person that literally did enough over time to just ruin a relationship. Like, I feel like there was probably several kids here, most of them though for the majority of the time weren't under the household though. Like, this feels like too like a child was trying to have a relationship in a household, like significant other living there, while you have your like, you don't, I don't know, it's complicated when you have multiple relationships, especially when like one relationship's the mom or whoever, the dad or whoever, and then the child and whoever. Like, that's a weird dynamic. It's hard to pull off because you got everyone wanting to be the boss between two relationships and four people. Yeah, that's all I've got for you. I mean, it feels kind of nostalgic thinking back, or maybe this is coming up in between conversation between you and someone else, like what really happened, or did that really happen? Maybe they heard something during a complicated time after all that caused them, like they just didn't have time to deal with it. And I feel like whatever that thing is, whatever rumor got said, or whatever happened, like there's something fishy with that, where a child has involvement in who said what, or like I'm hearing baiting, like entrapment, but not like police, maybe police. Just be honest, Aries, and if they believe you, they believe you. If they don't, you don't. You know your truth. And I feel like either way, you're gonna love yourself, whether or not this relationship continues to be at all, or as a friendship, or as a romance. So just keep trucking.